15, 16, somewhere thereabout. And, got into trouble. Police are looking for me and sort of things. Mommy, wanted to send me to country. I decided I'm not a country youth. I don't know nothing about country.
So, you've seen part 1. With Jason Samuda, we're still in the same spot. But because the information has been so juicy and edifying, we're going to part 2. So let us go. We'll start off part 2 with a game. We did start part 1 with a game. So part 2. This one is Never Ever Have I. Is Mishka said we must play the 1 year too. So we'll play it. Go ahead.
Because?
Yeah, so you're going to pick and tell me if you ever do it or not.
Alright.
I don't put anything bad in there.
I must read it out?
Yeah, read it out.
Never have I kissed a dog. No. Never. I don't like dogs. I don't like animals.
Alright, next one.
Is me pick all of them?
Yeah.
So you're not going to say
Me
anything?
if you pick one to Mishka? Oh, alright, I'm next.
Alright, you take this one.
Never have I worn dirty clothes. Yeah, man, let me not wear dirty clothes. I go, yeah. So, let me hide this.
I just see 9 on this. I'm not sure what it
Oh,
is.
look like this is going in game 1.
Okay.
Alright, go on.
Alright, never have I ever broken the law. The law, no, it's the law. Yeah, you break the law, of course.
Right.
The law says if you stop like red, I'm gonna go through.
Yeah, but remember say in a part 1 you tell them say you're growing up, you would have to go break some of the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Never have I bribed a police. It depends on what you call bribe. I've never given them money. But when I stop sometimes, I just explain myself to say, I'm asking you please to grant me a favor. Don't give me the tickets. I can't bother. Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yes.
Never have I cross-dressed. What cross-dressed, Naki?
Yeah, wear woman clothes and dress up.
No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, God. Never have I lost a fight. Yeah, man. You must beat me up already, man.
You can't win a life
can't win a life fight then. Yeah. I think me and Perky did fight and Perky with their heave now. But I think so.
Never have I danced in the rain. Yeah, I danced in the rain as boys growing up.
Never have I eaten bun and chicken. Bun and chicken. I don't think so.
Bun and cheese.
Yeah.
Bun and fish.
Yeah.
This is not going like that.
Oh. Enough rice they give.
It's nice.
Oh, you done then? Oh, no, 2 left.
Fully.
Yeah.
Never have I traveled to Europe. No, never been to
You
Europe
want
before.
to go there?
I'd love to go to Europe.
Okay, you need to go take in your foot.
I definitely need to.
Right.
Yeah.
Never have I sculled school. Sculled school? Sculled school.
You should at least once.
I should though.
At least once.
But I can't recall. So let's just work with it. I should. I
Yeah,
should have. I should have. Yeah, I can't recall. Come mommy, she terrible to you know. Like she put one something in my brain.
Oh, well, I do it a lot though.
But no, I'm sure I never skull it at Wesley. I'm sure. But it would be more primary school.
Right.
So I'm trying to wonder if when I used to stay over at Miss Vernon, if I skull school, but I can't recall.
Okay.
Yeah, we would go to school and sleep. But to skull it, I don't remember.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going now. You would have heard Jack spoken about his wife, but I want to share more details. Why did you choose Marianne as your wife? What are some of the things you absolutely love about her?
You know, what's ironic though, Naki, when I met Marianne, she wasn't saved, you know.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
unequal yoke.
Yeah, she wasn't saved. And interestingly, that time we were gathering together. I think we were going to Hope Garden. So, yeah, prime meeting.
When you say we, church together?
Yeah, church and
nice.
Jerry all the way, you know, Mikey, the whole way. Was going to have an outing and I invited her. And, I see her, I like her, I say, God, we'll pray about it. So, God, I like that girl and thing. And, if
So where you saw her to like her?
She came to church.
Oh.
She used to stay by, you remember Keisha?
Keisha. No.
Yeah, she used to stay with Keisha, so Keisha maybe carry her to church now and then. So I saw her and thing and I said,
Her cute face.
you look nice and thing and we exchange words. Keisha, introduced me to her and thing and I said I prayed about it and said, boy, if my girl is, save her within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, so you
And
asked the Lord?
yeah, so I asked him for my girl because, as I'm telling you, I'm a
Yes.
boyfriend and girlfriend visa.
Yes. A
I look
wife.
woman now for marriage.
Yes.
Yes, that's your reach out.
Yes.
And we invited her, Keisha, all away, Mikey, a lot away, Howard, we go up gardens and thing and, we cook and we eat some food and we pray and we play ball door after do. And I think Damon Walker, you remember Damon Walker,
I want to see his face.
part of positive.
Oh,
He's
the man group there?
yes,
Oh,
yeah,
alright, yeah, me know.
he's a pastor now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, not doing thing.
Yes.
And, we pray a big circle and thing, and so happened that, he made an altar call, and, she and somebody else, I don't remember the next person. She got saved within the 2 weeks as, I prayed and asked God, and said, boy, yeah, this is it. And, so from then, say, my girlfriend is based on how we pray to God and ask God about, and then, we start to pursue it there, and, we exchange numbers, and, we make the link on there. And over the years, she's very organized. She does organize, she does know if get things done.
Yes.
I don't handle the money well.
Yes.
She deal with the money.
Yes.
So me work the money and Gary.
Yes.
So she know what to do, what to do. And, so I love her, her skills, able to, manage stuff, manage the
She's
kids.
hardworking.
Yeah, prepare accordingly and ensure, say, boy, everything is neatly done. So she have some really, really good qualities. Good girl, Marianne. Big up
Yeah,
yourself.
beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you love about you, Jack?
I think what I love about me is my determination. I remember growing up Naki, and at some point, even at all age school, I remember, teachers, and the whole patch of me not hide and talk. Teachers, used to say me not gonna make it out, not gonna turn thief, not gonna dead, whatever the case is. And I remember that, so the need to prove them people are wrong. And when I've overcome, get saved and evil people, I say it's just a matter of time, man. Get married and I work, put myself together, go back to school, get one and two CXC subjects and things. Mommy that, pass by school and say, boy, Jason is doing well, and they're like, whoa, whatever the case is. So I think it's determination, irrespective of where people might say, Virgin, and I'm going to make it, it's going to backslide, and I'll acquire this. I just decide, say, I make what people are saying. And it's the same thing, when I was getting married, my plan, my thing, and God say, yeah.
Yes.
People are saying, no, you're not ready yet, you're too young, you're not going to work, and this and that. I say, why? And I decide what's going to happen, and I just, make a decision and just go ahead, after 20 years, people like, nobody expected after 20 years, Naki. So I think it's determination.
Beautiful, I love that. Yes, you mentioned your mom. Tell us a little about your family life in terms of parents and siblings. I know you talk a lot about Jerry, and I've met him. I need to put him picture there too. Tell us about your family life.
All right, so mommy and daddy, it's 8 of us, 7 boys and 1 girl.
Wow.
Yeah, I am the 4th one.
Where the girl falls?
She's the 7th. Yes. So mommy just decides, say 6 boy, and then they decide, say daddy must have a girl in him.
No, top.
Nah, stop. Until him get the girl and decides, say maybe him have another girl, and another boy come.
Wow.
And then decides, say that's it.
Good thing you get your girl first.
Yeah, so 8 boys, so 8 of us, we grew up together, very close knitted, all the way, they on one bed growing up, 6 away.
Wow.
Till the bed can't hold 6, I've got them to 5, got them to 4, some have up on the floor.
Wow.
The bigger one, them, when they outgrow the brief, it passed down to we. So all of these kind of stuff, mommy ensure, daddy ensure, as boys, we're supposed to wash, cook and clean, so at 8-year-old, then time that just one uniform. We're not privileged as these kids now,
Yes.
not
Yours.
uniform. Yeah, I tell them, they have maybe 6, 7 uniforms. I tell them, one me have.
Yes.
And try not dirty it up. And if it's dirty, I wash it Wednesday. And I hang it up outside and I have to pray rain no fall. Because I'm dead not sure if rain fall. And if rain set up, you know you have to look and hope.
Yes.
And them time that the big, them big fridge that if rain do fall, you have to hang up the uniform behind it.
Behind the back, yeah,
Yes, so that's how we used to live. Mommy ensure, that all of us go to school. So who never finish school, I just them decide to give trouble, just like myself. Jerry did finish Holy Trinity, so Jerry big up yourself, and then him start work and do him have to do. And we're glad when Jerry did leave us so that we get more space on the day. Jerry first leave out.
He is the eldest?
Yes, Jerry's the biggest one. So 8 away, the one bed when me and my wife are sleep on. 8 away. 6 away, they on it, and Jerry are the biggest one. And growing up, we are very close against the background that even while sleeping, you can't sleep on your back or your front. You have to sleep on your side.
You need the space.
Right, so that everybody can hold. So if one side tired, you have to get up and turn over and lie down on the side. And then growing up, if the smaller one them end up, keep you up the bed, you know it goes.
Yeah, man.
So,
you wet up.
Yes, you wet up. So you have to sleep light and you just get up and bounce up on the floor. So that's what, we grow up as boys and we do what we're supposed to do. Daddy, I remember growing up, we had to, in the mornings, we had to go sweep the road, daddy.
Yeah.
With daddy. Yeah, man, and, come back after the road. Leave out like 4:30, go sweep maybe at 2 hours, come back in. All of we had to do it. So as you reach age, daddy carry with him. When the other one them reach age, you have to go with him. So we had to do a little sweeping in the mornings, and then come back after the road, get ready, go to school. All of we had to do that. So I think we see daddy, and daddy is always, he's now 67, 68 in July. Then put him on retirement, him there, they stress him and worry and all this kind of stuff.
Function because he's always a hard work.
Right, so, any little thing that, daddy I get it done. And this is what we grew up as boys. We see daddy, so daddy that sweep road in the morning, him come in, eating breakfast, and go to work, and him come back, if anything to do after work, him go do it. And that, I just see myself like that. Marian can tell you, any little thing, me always there up and down, cook, clean, wash, cook, clean, everything. And all of us as boys, we're able to, take care of ourselves, do what we're supposed to do. Mommy very proud, daddy, look and say, boy, yeah. So the family is good, daddy is there, mommy is there. Everybody else is there. Somebody, all of them turn out how we intend. Jerry is good, Sean are doing thing, Willie are doing thing. But there are a few of them, why?
Yes, there you go.
I
always go. And that leads me to the next question. I know in the previous video we spoke about just persons shying away from marriage or shying away from Christianity. But one of the issues that we hear a lot of females saying is that no sensible man no out the road, no man not make no sense, man not lead. Now, how do you view that? And also, what charge would you have to men?
Yeah, I want to agree. There are not a lot of sensible men nowadays. And I say that against the background. Normally in certain contexts, I would tell people, I think the issue is how we are growing our boys.
I could hug you.
Yeah.
God, no.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah, that's what I believe. I remember growing up as a boy, mommy ensure that we can wash and clean. Nowadays, the girls now, we teach them to be responsible, wash and clean. The boy, now them up on tablet and them have to do. Nowadays, the boy them going play. But I remember growing up, I just remember this, when, Jerry do what he's supposed to do, people within the same community, I said, boy, mommy and daddy, grow Jerry like mama, man.
Of course,
because
remember.
Jerry wash him, cook and him,
and well, if a son tell we say, enough to clean bathroom and enough to cook and enough to do that.
So I think, we don't grow the boys to be responsible, and then when they become adults, we expect them to be the best husbands, which I don't think is going to happen. So I tell people have to go back to basics. The youth them have to learn to wash, cook and clean. So my 10-year-old,
yes.
him have to clean the bathroom.
Yes.
Me carry him in the kitchen
Well done, daddy
and me give him
man.
the carrot and the tomato and me give him things to cut
Yes.
up. So him have to learn. And I tell him, mommy and daddy never teach me, you know. But mommy ensure say boy me come in the kitchen. I had to
Yes.
grate a coconut. Me not a blender and a coconut powder in
Yes.
all time. So we have to grate a coconut. We have to do what we're supposed to do. So I think that is where the issue is. We have to, you know, socialize, grow the boys them to be responsible so that when they become adult, you know, the females them can sing songs and shout hallelujah.
Right.
Them can't shout hallelujah Naki because, you know, the man them don't know what it is to be responsible. Them don't know what it is to be man because they weren't socialized
Right,
that
that
way.
way.
So I think
And you are
that's the context.
expected, Jack, to grow your daughter and groom her for marriage.
Yes, yes.
And the grooming for marriage is we must learn to wash clothes clean, which is good. Can me believe? Me personally believe every girl if you can do
Yes,
those things
yes.
and be responsible. You must bring something to the table,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Our physical appearance is not enough,
Right.
but like you're rightfully saying, like the males are just grown to be trophy.
Yeah, I agree.
And outside of basic household duties, though, from a church perspective, what does it look like for a man to submit to God?
All right. I think the submission, Naki, it's going to come back to how we're socialized. You know, because you know, we growing up, one of the things that was instilled in us is respect. You know, respect and discipline and these kinds of stuff. So growing up, transition now to Christianity, and we
Makes
know,
sense.
you know, accepting God, we would have already been taught as boys. You know, you see a elder, respect. You know, good evening, good manners, and all these kinds of stuff.
You never
You know,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So when we come over now, it is easier for us, you know, to submit to God, to show God reverence and show God respect and, you know, adore him and make him know, say, well, yeah, you in charge, you know, you create me. So respect is due. You know, these things was instilled within us from boys. You know, even though we get trouble, we don't know, so we still have to respect those that are set over us.
Yes.
You know, so we know, come over and God did, you know, which is the bigger man. You know, so whole heap of
Submit.
respect due to
I,
God.
I,
You
I've
know,
never
submit.
seen that
Yeah.
analogy, but it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. All right, two more things with Flo. I know also Jack is into politics. Do you plan to become an MP? Do you plan to run for?
No, I just exercise my right, my franchise.
But you're very vocal.
Yeah, man, I am
Yes.
because I believe, you know, as a youth leader,
Yes.
I believe in strong leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in accountability, just like how now, you know, I am raising my voice when I
Yes.
look at, you know, the Prime Minister, the Minister of Finance decide to give politicians 250, 300 increase. And I'm like, you give the public sector workers 20%, you say you can't afford to give them more. So how is it that you can afford to pay yourself more? Where the money come from?
Exorbitant increase.
Yeah, man. So even though, I mean, I just believe that leaders are there.
Right.
And when I look and if I believe that Naki, you know, you are run for prime minister and who they around you
Yes.
can manage and can do what you're supposed to do, I'm going to exercise my
I
financial
agree.
right. But
I
if you look
agree.
at me, say, boy, you over there, something to make one.
Yes.
You know, so that's how.
Yes.
So it's not dieted if I, you know,
If
vote here,
what
so.
makes sense.
Yeah, the foolishness, me, I would just, no, man.
I am that too. I believe in exercising
Yeah.
my franchise.
Call
I
a
do
spade a
not
spade.
have any diehard business. What makes sense makes sense, and we have a voice.
Yeah,
and we do that
that's it.
through our voting. All right, we're gonna wrap.
Mm-hmm.
But before we wrap, I want you to encourage the people, and specifically, I'd like for you to speak to the males. Because, you know, we're women, a lot of us, I can speak for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Me ambitious, me grow, me know what to try and mentor and do what me can do. But I want you to speak to the youth generally and just encourage the males that give them some hope.
All right. To the youths, and I constantly draw reference to interactions that I've been having. Just the other day, we had a district youth meeting by a different church, And the topic that we're looking at is he say, she say. And there are a number of females who are well advanced and they are asking the question, um, are they going to get married? And this has always been my concern when I look within, the context, the youths, what is happening, and I see a lot of youths, they're not so focused, some of them are straight, some of them are wobble. And we try to provide guidance and we try to provide direction. And one of my strengths as I speak to the youths is I draw reference, from, my personal upbringing, what is it that I was exposed to, and share with them and challenge them, because man must be man, we have to take charge. God created us as man, and God created us to have dominion. God created us to rule. And I recognize that that's not happening within our society. And as a result of that, I'm just challenging, the men in general, to sit back, reflect on what is it that you are doing and ensure what is it that you are doing, it is in keeping or it is in line with what God requires of you. As long as what you are doing is in keeping with God, what God requires of you, you're good to go. Just keep it real. Just keep it simple. Just love. Just be kind. Some simple little thing we need to do.
Agree.
Just be kind. Be courteous. Be respectful. And females will look on because one, we want to create some role models. We just have to be different. We just have to, if it means we are going to stand alone, then you just have to do that. Because I remember I had to stand alone when I got saved as a teenager. When I look around me and I see the goal for girlfriend and boyfriend business, I just decided, boy, I'm not doing the girlfriend and boyfriend business. I am going to prepare myself, I'm going to develop myself. And when time I am ready, for that journey, I'll take it on. So it's about making the correct choices that it's not going to only affect today, but it will affect tomorrow. So I want to just challenge us all, to just do what is right. It's as simple as that. I wasn't doing what was right, before I got saved. But when I got saved, I had, to make a daily choice to do what is right. So you're not going to make the choice today to do what is right, and then you're confronted tomorrow and are not going to do the same. So in order to grow, in order to develop, in order to be different, it is going to be continuous. So it's an everyday thing. As Paul speaks about mortifying the flesh, and Paul speaks about you have to die daily. So Paul makes us know that every day we are going to be confronted by challenges and different situations. And when we are confronted today, Paul says that we have to overcome, we have to die daily, we have to submit to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you.
Wow.
So,
Fluency. I feel it's flow, man. You see?
I'm trying.
You're not trying. You did it. So thank you very much. This was Jason Samuda on the Shine Spot, and we'll see you again. You need to tell them to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, please. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. We want to make the thing as big as possible.
Yes.
It's local, it's gone international, but we want to go more international.
That's it.
Yeah, my friend, Naki.
My friend too. Bye.
Message.